Hey everyone, and welcome to a Motivation Monday podcast for August the 14th, 2017. So, today, what I wanted to talk about was a little bit of technology and something that I believe that everybody should have. Now, I'm willing to bet that most people out there have a smartphone at this point. And if I'm wrong about that, I bet you have a tablet if you even don't have a smartphone. So, one of the coolest things that comes along with this is that you basically have a device everywhere with you that allows you to do some practicing away from your instrument. And any time spent dealing with music, even when you're away from your instrument, like in the car or you have a little bit of free time and you're looking to do something to improve your musicianship, but you don't have your instrument with you or can't play it or whatever, there are so many resources that we can put on these tablets and smartphones that are going to make us better musicians, and we don't even have to be playing our instrument at the time. So today what I wanted to talk about was an app that I use every single day, and I believe that this is only for iOS devices. I'm not sure if you can get this on Android, but I could be wrong about that. But I just wanted to let you know about my favorite ear training app. And I think this is one of the best things to do if you're ever sitting around. Let's say you're at the airport or waiting for the bus, or you have a 5 minute break in between something and you're looking for something to do. What I've done is train myself, instead of checking Facebook or doing something that sort of wastes my time, instead I'm going to go on to this app that I'm about to tell you about, and I do 5 minutes of ear training. And over the months and years, this has really improved my ears by doing it on a consistent basis. I've gotten a heck of a lot better. So, this app that I use is called Ear for Life. And like I said, it might only be for iOS, but if you have an iOS device, go out and get this. It's free and it does so many things. So, what you can do is you can either practice your perfect pitch, which is not really an accurate term because we know you have to be sort of born with perfect pitch. But on the upside, you can develop what's called very good relative pitch, which means that you basically have perfect pitch, but you weren't born with it, that kind of thing. So you could do that. That'll give you some exercises for perfect pitch. Or we have this other part of the app, which is basically just ear training. And it's awesome because it pops up with three different categories. You could do chord/arpeggios, intervals, and scales. And the nicest thing about this app is that I can set it to do whatever difficulty I'm looking for. So let's say that I go into the interval section and I only want to deal with a couple of different intervals, like a fourth and a fifth. Let's say that I'm trying to learn the difference between a fourth and a fifth, which is kind of tough sometimes to tell the difference between those perfect intervals. So I can actually set the app to only play me fourths and fifths. And the other nice thing is that I can set it to do ascending or just descending, or I can set it to do both pitches played at the same time, or I can set it to do all of those mixed up in a jumble so that you get practice at all of those. So I think that this app is awesome. And then if I don't just want to do intervals, let's say I want to practice identifying different scales. Well, then I can go into the scale section of the app and I can set it to play a major scale or a melodic minor or a harmonic minor, pentatonic, diminished. And then I can go in and I can set those to any different mode of the major scale, any different mode of the minor scale, pentatonic scale, anything. This app is so powerful. And then you can also do chord progressions in a major group, a minor group, a dominant group, groups with extensions, sustained, augmented, and diminished groupings of chord progressions. It's just so amazing. And I can turn all of them on, and it's probably like the hardest ear training test that I've ever taken in my life. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have an iOS device, and this app is in fact only for iOS devices, there are hundreds of ear training apps out there. And this is all going back to my point of just get one. Just get one. Even if it stinks, you can download another one a couple days after whatever one you download. But start getting out there and investigating the different things that technology can do for us. And try to turn your time, everybody is always, oh, technology is rotting our brains and it's wasting our time. Well, that's only if you let it waste your time, right? Technology can be used to get you so much better at any given skill that you could possibly think of. You just need to use your time on technology in a productive manner, right? An educational manner. Now, we all know that when it comes to playing music, and especially jazz, the ears are the most important things, right? I don't know how many musicians have said this, but if you can hear it, you can play it. So, get those headphones out, get an ear training app, and just start working towards it. Now, you're going to be terrible at it at first, especially if you've never done this before. You're going to be awful at this ear training stuff, but you're going to get better slowly, slowly, slowly. And it's like I always say on this podcast, and especially on these motivation podcasts, it's just taking baby steps. And then after a year of taking baby steps every single day, you're going to have covered a lot of ground, and you're really going to find some new skills have developed. But sometimes when we don't make amazing progress right off the bat, we stop doing it. So don't do that. All right. So today's message is go out and find an ear training app, whether it be that Ear for Life, and they are not paying me to say anything about the app. I don't know the developers. I have no relationship to the company. I just really, really love the app and I use it every single day. So go out and get that Ear for Life or download any of the ear training apps out there. In fact, if you have an awesome ear training app that you like to use that I haven't mentioned, please send it to me. I would love to find some other ones that might be beneficial to me, and I will also send those suggestions out to all the listeners of the podcast. All right, guys, get out there, make it a great week, make some progress somewhere in your life this week, and have an awesome one. We'll see you on Friday for our regularly scheduled programming. Have a great week, everybody.